Oh, right. This probably looks really bad. Let's get some... Try and figure out my lighting. I don't know. Right. I have just come back from a bike ride, and I just wanted to talk about something that I've been using for the last couple of weeks, and that is this Whoop. Now, they are coincidentally sponsoring the mountain biking at the moment, and so you'll see a lot of this branding all over the racing if you manage to watch that and over the weekend. So I think that makes it mountain biking adjacent content, so I'm just going to talk briefly about it. So I've seen adverts for this, as you will have, I'm sure, on the the social medias, YouTube, Instagram, whatever, and I thought it was a bit of a gimmick. I thought, it's another Fitbit. It's some kind of fitness trainer, and everybody that's using them, they're at the gym and they're lifting weights or they're working out and doing all kinds of stuff. And I thought this isn't for me, and I kind of just forgot all about it. And then I watched a YouTube video with the guy from GCN, whose name now escapes me, and he's decided to do this whole fitness thing, and he's going to show how his body's changing and whatever. I don't know, I can't remember. I'll put a link to it below, but I think it's Dan, I'm not sure who it is, and he shouted out to Whoop. I think it's going to be kind of sponsored by Whoop. There's clearly a big cycling push from these guys. And so I went and had a look on the website, and I found out that you can do a month free. You have to pay for like £8 for it to be delivered to you, and obviously I'll have to pay to send it back. But I mean, at the end of the day, to use it for a month for probably cost me about 20 quid or something, and to send it back at the end, I decided I'd give it a go. I've had this now, and I've worn this every day for 2 weeks, and I had a conversation with a mate of mine because I quit the gym. And he said to me, oh, well, that won't get you fit. Well, I wasn't going to the gym, quite frankly. So I decided that the 20 quid a month that I'm spending on the gym at the moment, which is actually about to go up to 35 quid a month, a gym that I don't use because, I don't know, me and gyms just aren't aligned in some way or another, I guess. I've decided that I'm going to probably... I've got 2 weeks to decide. I'm probably going to go down this route. Now, before I tried this, I also tried the MTB Fit app, and I have a very negative experience of the MTB Fit app by MTB Fitness. I wrote a very negative review about it because after a few days of trying a free trial, I actually quit. Now, I decided to download that app because I thought I would see if it can encourage me to use the gym. Well, to be honest, I think you already have to be a regular gym goer to get the most out of that MTB Fitness app, because all it does is talk about gym exercises. And I think if you're already struggling to motivate yourself to go to the gym, or you don't have a very good relationship with the gym, if you like me, I mean, that's not that I don't like it. It just seems to be a place that I'm not comfortable, or I never seem to long to go there. I know some people love it, but for me, it's just something that I haven't really found the love of. So this app, MTB Fitness, definitely requires you to have a love of the gym, if you ask me. And I won't go on about it too much, but I do think I'm not stupid. Okay, I do think the app was a little bit overwhelming, and it was very full on, and it didn't seem like there was a steady start. I mean, they changed the exercises every 4 weeks, and I joined kind of midway through a 4-week cycle, and I asked a very straightforward question: what happens at the end of this 2 weeks? Is it now going to change? Should I wait 2 weeks? What am I doing joining halfway through a cycle? It seems a bit weird. There are some then beginner gym exercises that you should probably get into first, but for me it was just, I don't know, it was something about it that I just didn't get on with. So I asked some questions on the closed Facebook group, and they got deleted by Matt, who runs it, because he thought they were negative. He actually sent me a personal message and said I deleted it because I thought it might put off some newcomers. While I was a newcomer, I was asking a question because I was struggling to kind of get my head around something in the app, and maybe I'd missed something, I don't know. But rather than answer my question publicly, which may well have been a question that other people had, he just deleted it and answered it privately. So personally, I think there's a lot of hiding of negative comments. Secondly, I don't think there was anything really valuable in that app that I couldn't do for myself. If I want to motivate myself to go to the gym, and then I'll just set my own reminders. I don't need to pay, whatever, 15, 30 quid a month or whatever it is. I can't remember how much the app costs. I don't need to pay that for the app to remind me to do stuff. So I decided I was going to quit that, mainly due to the negative vibes I got. And then I decided I was going to give Whoop a try. In between, I made this decision that the gym wasn't for me, and then I decided to get this. And a friend of mine said, it's not going to get you fit, especially if I've quit the gym. And I said, well, I wasn't going to the gym, so the gym wasn't keeping me fit. So where are we at now? We're 2 weeks into this. I've worn it every day. I'm just getting over a bit of a cold, excuse my nasalness. And actually, this is getting me fit, if I can be so bold. I've done more exercises in the last 2 weeks since wearing this than I have done in any other sort of 2 weeks previous. It does very simple things. It's not a step counter, but it's monitoring your sleep, it's monitoring your skin temperature, it's measuring your heart rate and various other bits and pieces. I'm not going to go into it on here because I'm not an expert on it, and there are far better explainer videos on the internet than I could tell you about it. But what I can tell you about this is that in the last 2 weeks, if I just pull the app up on my phone here, in the last 2 weeks, if I look at like the activities that it's logging for me, I've actually one of the reasons I quit the gym is my son's got a weight bench. We've got weights at home. We've got kettlebells at home. In the last week, I've done 3 home kettlebell workouts, and those workouts were workouts I found on this app that I've then customized because of my own preference, and I've set myself a goal to do X amount of them on a weekly basis. And it doesn't send me a reminder, it just tells me at the end of the week if I haven't done them, that's all. So it's up to me to motivate myself to do it. But much like a step counter, where if you haven't done your 10,000 steps a day, this has what's called like I don't know what you want to call it, like a strain gauge, if you like. So it'll tell you how much effort you've put in general throughout the day, and that's measurements not of your steps, that's measurements of your heart rate and all those other kind of things. And I found myself doing exercises while I was away in a hotel. I found myself doing push-ups and sit-ups and squats and stuff like that at home. I said I've worked out a kettlebell workout. I've been specifically going out and doing longer dog walks. In 2 weeks, this has encouraged me through on the app, which I'm kind of a bit nerdily addicted to at the moment, and I think it's helped me actually get a grip of my activities and what I'm doing. This device also monitors your sleep, so I didn't need anything to tell me I wasn't getting enough sleep, but actually this is telling me how much sleep I'm getting, what the quality of the sleep is, and kind of advising me what time to go to bed, which seems a bit mad, but yeah, it's actually pretty good. So where was I on this, on the strain thing? This strain thing is quite interesting because it tells you how much effort you've been putting in every day, shows you your average heart rate and all that kind of stuff. And I know you can get these features out of a smartwatch. I'm not really big into fancy smartwatches. I like wearing my G-Shocks, and I've got a ton of watches that I switch up every day. So wearing a separate band is maybe looks a bit daft, but I'm actually quite comfortable with it. The other thing that it does is that it will link to your phone's GPS. So I've actually been out this morning and I've logged a bike ride, and that's linked to Strava, which actually, back to the MTB fitness thing, the app didn't link to Strava, which I thought for a mountain biking app not linking to Strava to me seemed absolutely crazy, because you you could put a reminder that you wanted to do a bike ride or do some kind of exercise, but it wouldn't link to Strava. It was just a bit weird. Maybe I've missed something, but yeah, back to that app. I didn't particularly like it. But Whoop, I'm really liking it. I know that it's not a device that you own. You have to subscribe to it and subscribe to the service. But I think like any health and fitness planner, MTB Fitness, you have to subscribe to it. And I view the fact that I'm now not spending 20 odd, 30 quid a month at the gym. I think I'm quite happy to spend £20 a month on this for a year or so and give this a try. So I hopefully throughout this video I've remembered to try and put some screenshots and stuff up on the screen here of what this is doing for me, because I think it's really, really clever stuff. And clearly I'm not sponsored or anything. I'm just giving you my opinion of this. So yeah, I really like it. So I'm 2 weeks in. What I might do is as time goes on, maybe try and show you some stats and maybe see how my fitness is going. But generally after 2 weeks, despite having a bit of a cold at the moment, after 2 weeks I feel like I'm putting in a lot more effort, and therefore I feel like this device and that app in particular is encouraging me to get a bit fitter. Today, for instance, I went out on my bike, not my e-bike. I went out on the hardtail. Kind of shied away from the mud and stuff today, if I'm honest with you, and I stuck to the hard pack and the cycle tracks and stuff. Did more of a gravel ride, I guess, if you like. And I did 50k. I actually got close to home. I was about 36 and a half, 37k, and I ended up going for another lap up around the village just to top up to 50. So definitely been encouraged to get out and do a bit more with this app, and I know I need to lose a bit of weight. So yeah, I think I've waffled a little bit. It probably didn't make a great deal of sense, but just going to say whoop whoop.